Welcome to another episode of A Brother with Questions. I am your guy, B. Period. Man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. Check us out, man. Just go check out the programming, man. We're dropping 2 new things a week, and then every now and then we'll drop something in the middle of those. So go check us out, man. We are producing content, trying to do better each and every time. I hope y'all think we are. Today, man, we are going to do a reaction video. Some people shared some videos with me, and I wanted to just give in my take on the videos. Man, if you want to send me a video to respond to, send me the link, right? You can share it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, send me an email, brotherwithquestions@gmail.com, and let me see what you think I ought to be reacting to. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at this brother right here, and see what he has to say.
Man, if you complain in America, you're wrong because you got help. They make sure you get a basic standard of living in America. Like I'm talking about the very, very bottom is a trailer or an apartment in the hood. That's better than Africa. The bottom there is outside, no AC, no electricity, barely no running water. That's their poor. Our poor has a flat screen, AC, free school with a bus coming to pick them up, welfare, food stamp, Medicaid. That's a lot of benefits. And we sit here and complain and say ain't doing enough for us. America is stupid, believe it or not. We go back to Africa, if we go poor, we're poor. Now, do they have a middle class? Yes. But the difference is Africa has a very large poor class, very small middle class and wealth class, versus us, our biggest class is actually middle class.
You know, I saw this video and I was like, woo-wee, this brother talking. You know, how many times, you know, do we complain about this country? And I'm not saying we got it perfect. I'm not saying we have it perfect. But man, compared to what it could be, where else you going? The man just told you about Africa. I mean, poor people in America wear Jordans, have a cell phone, and own a PlayStation 5. How is it? Tell me. What did my man Kanye say? Sway. You ain't got the answer, Sway. I don't even really have a whole lot to add to that video. I just wanted to hear I should say, hear what he had to say. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? This country is nothing but opportunity. And I'm not saying the opportunity is quote unquote easy to get at. I'm saying the opportunity exists. And if you fight hard enough, that opportunity exists for each and every single person that wakes up on a daily basis in this place we call the United States of America. And so as long as your head awakes in this place, there's an opportunity. Now all of us ain't gonna take advantage of it, and that's on us. But don't tell me there ain't no opportunity. Don't tell me there ain't no opportunity. You can't, nah, we're not doing that. Let's go to this next video. Now this next video, this brother right here, he hitting on something that's definitely close to my heart right here. Let's take a listen.
No, y'all, can we talk about it? Can we please talk about it? Let's take a moment to discuss. So I'm not really understanding why they're not telling y'all. Like, we all know that the world is behind, like, globally, like, because of the pandemic and stuff. But I don't understand why they're not stressing to y'all how bad it is. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but these kids are... I'm going to just say this. I teach 7th grade. They are still performing.
Let's just let that marinate right there. So he's a middle school teacher, right? Obviously. He's teaching 7th grade, and he's got kids reading at a 4th grade level. And you go, wow, man, that's bad. I got him beat. Because he's making a point that I think, We talk about how low test scores are, but we don't talk about how bad the test scores are, right? So he's talking about seventh graders reading on the fourth grade level. I know ninth graders reading on the fourth grade level. What? You know a ninth grader reading on the fourth grade level? Hello, somebody? Ninth graders reading on the sixth grade level. Hello, somebody. How are you supposed to do ninth grade work when you can barely read on the sixth grade level? Talk to me. Tell me. How you supposed to do 10th grade work when you reading on a fifth grade level? The man speaking on something. What are we doing? What are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? Let's hear him talk. Let's hear him talk.
I don't care how you flip it, turn it, swing it, swindle it. They still performing on the fourth grade level. Ain't nobody talking about how they just keep moving, passing them on. They just keep passing them on, 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 passing them on. I can put as many zeros in this grade book as I want to. They're gonna move that child to the eighth grade.
Speak on it, brother. You can tell this brother right here. I don't know how many years he's been teaching, but I know the brother been in the school system. Because I've had those experiences myself. It blew my mind when I first started teaching middle school. And at the end of the school year, they had a chart. The chart had every possible grade combination a person could get for the first, second, third, and fourth 9 weeks. And you go, okay, so what's the point of the chart? Great question. Glad you asked. The point of the chart was to teach me how to assign the final grade. Because it was not assigned based on the average. No. They were assigning it based on the combination of grades they got throughout the year. They say the one that always got me, the one that bothered me the most is 2 D's, 2 F's, make a D. I was like, wait a minute. Mathematically, that don't make sense. How do 2 D's and 2 F's make a D? Are you kidding me right now? So he's right. Because here's the thing. As long as the kid get the D, they going to move him on. You don't need to get A's, B's, C's in middle school to move to the next grade. You just need a D. That's all you need. You need a 1.0 GPA. You get to the next grade. And do you know how hard it is not to get a 1.0 GPA? You ain't even got to do all the work in most of these teachers' classes. As long as you're doing 50 to 60% of your work, you could probably get you a D. You ain't even got to do it all right either. That's, you know what I'm saying? So, the brother, hey, man, when you're speaking facts, brother, I'm with you. I am with you. Speak the truth, brother.
Ain't nobody talking about that. Why they not talking about that? Why they not telling y'all that y'all... And why don't y'all know that y'all kids not performing on their grade level? Why y'all don't know this? Why y'all don't know? Talk about it. Let's unpack. Because y'all be quick to talk about, oh, the teacher this, the teacher this, it's your job, baby. I just got here 30 days ago. She was performing on the fourth grade level.
Let's talk about it. Ooh, that boy cookie right here. Is he preaching? What scripture is he coming with? Come on now. That's the thing, man. We talk so much about what the teachers ain't doing, what the teachers are doing. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? There's some foul teachers in the world, and there's some teachers that are teaching things that ain't got nothing to do with the curriculum. I got it. But let's focus on the teachers who are doing with their job, which is most of them. It ain't like all the teachers out here just doing whatever. No, most of the teachers are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Because just like you go to your job every day, and maybe you don't like the pay, and maybe you don't like the environment, but you still do your best, that's most of the teachers. Yeah, maybe they don't like their pay, and maybe some of the environments ain't great, but you know what? They paid me to do a job, and I'm going to do the best to my ability. That's most teachers. So this idea that the teachers ain't doing, no, buddy, it ain't the teacher problem. Come on now. I get your kid 1 hour a day, about 5 days a week, in some schools, or I see your kid every other day for about an hour and a half, if you're doing what they call a block schedule. So I'm supposed to solve all your kid problems in a week, 5 hours in a week, when they spend 30 some hours with you every week at home, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever the number is, right? They come home with you every night. They spend 60, 70 hours a week with you during the week, but I'm going to solve all the problems in 5. Come on now. Like you said, how you don't know your kid can't read? How you don't know? Every year, at the end of the year, they take a state test of some kind, right? In most of these states across the country. And then they send the results home. What you do? Throw that in the garbage? Oh, school? Whatever. What? How you not? How you not? No. I remember when we were in school, it was every night. Not some nights. Every night, including the weekend. Because we thought they was tripping. Man, I got work due on Monday that I got to do at home. What? They tripping. But they made us do it. They gave it to us. Matter of fact, my parents made sure I was doing work. What you supposed to be doing today? Come on now. Now hopefully you train them by the time they get to elementary and middle school, and maybe hopefully, in the perfect world, by the time they get to high school, you ain't got to say it as much. But sometimes you do. Are you? Parents? Are you? Come on now. Speak to it, brother.
Why we not talk? Well, let's talk about it. You the teacher. You supposed to be, again, she's been on the 4th grade level since the 4th grade. We in 7th grade now. So you let this child go 3 years and you never knew that your child was still in the 4th grade, ain't never left the... Hang it up, flat screen. The 4th graders being nice. I still have kids performing on grade K, 1, 2, and 3rd grade levels. I could probably count on one hand how many kids are actually performing on their grade
Speak
level.
on it. Speak on it, man. Man, there's kids in high school that's reading elementary level. You made it all the way to high school, and you're reading on the elementary level. Come on. How is that? Parent, how is that? Parent, how is that? Experience I've had every year. Every year. You read a test, you get a test, you give the students a test. Question has about 1 or 2 paragraphs worth of information that needs to be read before you can answer the question. I guarantee you, I have multiple students every year that tell me they didn't read them paragraphs. Did you read the paragraphs before you answer that question? Nah, it was too much. I was like, man, I ain't got time to read all that. So wait a minute, let me get this straight. The answer that you needed was in the paragraph, but you had to read it. But because it was a paragraph, you didn't read it, and so you just took an L on the answer choice. Yeah, I didn't want to read that paragraph. What? You kidding me right now? A paragraph? So I can imagine when they're taking the reading test, and there's a passage that needs to be read. If you can't read a paragraph to answer the question for me, you know they ain't reading the passage. Come on. Come on. Come on. Cook, man.
So just imagine, you don't know that your child been on the 2nd grade level since the 2nd grade, and they now in the 7th or 8th grade. Are you joking right now? And these our future leaders, our future doctors, our future nurses, our future... Please.
That man say, please. It's, the school system is supposed to be a cooperative effort. The teachers are supposed to do their part, but the parents have to do their part. It amazes me when you get to the end of the school year and the parent you call the parent or you talk to the parent, and the parent goes, I had no idea that they was failing. And you just look at them because you can't say it. But you be thinking in your back of your head, you be like, so you're telling me that when we sent the report card home for the first, second, and third 9 weeks, you ain't seen none of those? Well, they told me they had lost it, so I figured I'd just see it eventually. You didn't think maybe to have them print another one for you so you could see it? Or put a demand on your kid to make them show it to you? Well, they said they just didn't have it. Well, ma'am, everything we do is on the computer, right? And we gave you a login at the beginning of the school year. So if you want, all you have to do is log into the computer and you can see all the grades that they earned all year long. Oh yeah, I forgot my login though. Well, ma'am, we issued your son or daughter a computer, and you could have just asked them to log into their classes for you, and then they could just show you everything they've been doing. Oh, I didn't even think about that. You know what, ma'am? You're right. We didn't tell you. It's our fault. You're right. My bad. What? At some point, this is a partnership. And in the partnership, both of us have to do our part. Trust me, I think teachers are doing their part. But when they're going home and the only thing they do is scroll from picture to picture, pause for a funny video, scroll picture to picture, and pause for a funny video for 6 hours a day until they go to bed, man, I'm sorry. I can't help with that. Because if they're not taking what we do in the school and following up with it at home, it's a failure. It's too much. You got to remember, man, you're giving them 7 hours a day, 7 different classes, 7 different ideas, 7 different philosophies. Some of them they're good at, some of them they're bad at. If they're not doing this work at home, they ain't going to get it. That's the bottom line. And this fallacy that we keep selling everybody, that everything can just be done in school just from collaboration. I don't know anybody that's learned anything long term from collaboration. Because everybody I know that knows something and that is confident about what they know, they learned it by reading a book, spending time with the information they read in that book, and then applying it in some way, shape, or form. And that's the kids of the past and the kids of the today. And unfortunately, most kids aren't going to take the time to do it for themselves, which is why it's up to the parents to make sure they do it until they get it. And if as parents we're not taking that time, these are the results. What are we going to do, parents? What are we going to do? And on that note, I'm out. I'm your guy. B. Period, man.